Good evening, everybody. This is Joe Montalvo again with Writers of the Future. We're down here in California for the award ceremony, and we've been talking with authors and illustrators all weekend. I'm not sure I'll say all week. We have Aidin Andrews with us right now, and Aidin, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hello, my name is Aidin Andrews. I'm from Bellingham, Washington. I won this contest a little bit ago, but then, of course, COVID happened. And it's taken a little bit to get here, but I'm really excited to be here and excited to be a part of this little podcast.
So first off, what got you into drawing, or artwork, I should say?
Well, my mom was actually she did a lot of painting growing up, and she's a jeweler right now, so she's always really been in the arts, and she was just been super supportive. And there was times in my life where I wasn't really pursuing art, like in high school, middle school, high school. I kind of dropped it altogether, but I picked it back up recently, like the last couple of years, and I've just been loving it.
Now, so you're down here. I mean, before we get into the art some more, let me ask you, how have you feel? How has the Writers of the Future staff treated you so far?
It's been great. It's been great. Like the hotel has been fantastic. Everyone's conscientious and just super polite. The judges and everyone that's done talks have been absolutely fantastic. Echo Chernick and Dan Dos Santos are two like amazing highlights, and everyone else obviously. It's been great.
But we're gonna get all the big wigs after we get everybody else out of the way, because I'm going to ask them about y'all. So you might want to go back and listen to that archive later on. But because I'm going to be, I can kind of put it a little harder to them because these guys are pros and they're going to be used to somebody like me. We do a lot of stuff that for people who are just coming in the field could be a little rough. So we do a lot of artwork on the station. We have a lot of illustrators come on. We have a lot of artists come on. We have a lot of everybody come on, to be honest. We have 45 live shows and 60 syndicated shows. We're right at about 250 hours of radio every week. Well, I should say radio and video every week. So it's a great avenue for people to go in. So these are going to be going out on our mainstream. So when they finally go out, they're going to be on YouTube. They'll be on 8 videos channels. They're going to be 3 YouTube channels, Twitch, Twitter, and 4 Facebooks.
Wow, you're everywhere.
Yeah, we have 600,000 followers on Facebook alone.
Wow.
So you're going to get a lot of exposure here. Like I told you, a lot of the authors, our most selling author was 101,000 books. Our least selling author was 0. So I'm going to tell you, just like I tell them, when you start to talk about something, if it's something that you're working on and you're not quite sure you want to put it out, just give a teaser. You don't have to describe everything, because sometimes it might go a little further. People, it's like watching a movie trailer. When you watch a certain trailer, you're going to go see the movie. When you watch another trailer, because you've seen everything in the trailer, you're not going to go see it. So I tell illustrators and authors the same thing. Don't give everything away at one time. Okay. Now, when we're doing artwork that you want to show off, that's a whole different thing. Just put it out there and be good with it. So when did you really start formally doing this? I mean, really, when you thought, let me rephrase that. When do you think you really had a chance at winning in Writers of the Future?
I really started like pushing myself to like improve as fast as I could. Like the last couple months of high school, I got into a AP art class somehow. I had some work that I had done years and years and years ago, and I was friends with the teacher, and she just let me in to take the course as Miss Shanafelt. Shout out to her. And like that was just mind blowing. It really helped me work through what I wanted to do, and then after that, I went to BSU for illustration. And I tried to get through there a little bit more, just working hard. Things happened. I wasn't able to finish my degree, but after I left BSU, it's just been like a passion and something that I look forward to doing every day.
So let me ask you this. What made you think you could win this?
It was honestly, I couldn't afford tuition at BSU. So I was just looking for like art specific things to enter. It was one of those things that's like I entered like many contests, and this was one of the ones that called back, and like I thought, well, I might as well, and then it happened, and it was crazy.
Well, how many times did you submit?
I submitted one time.
Well, you damn, man, you got really one time. I mean, anyway, that's a good thing. I'm not giving you any trouble with that. That's excellent in one time. I mean, I've talked to a lot of it's been 5 times, 10 times, 15 times. One time it's a strange little thing altogether. So you feel good about it? You feel like
Yeah, I mean, like this has been crazy. Like, it's definitely, if I wouldn't have won it the first time, I would have wanted to go over and over again, just like because it's such an awesome experience to get flown out here and get treated to like all these professional talks and get all the connections that I've already made here.
I got to say, I've actually learned something while I've been here. It's not going to help me write or but I have actually learned some stuff while I've been here. So you're not going to be able to compete anymore. Are you not with this? Or wait, well, it depends where you ranked in this, doesn't it? Sometimes they'll no, you can't. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I think if you win the thing, you're not allowed to enter anymore.
So I'm gonna let you get up just a second, but I'm gonna ask this to everybody, by the way. So did it cost you anything to come out here? Did they want anything from you? Do you really believe that everything was an up and up as far as the way they submitted it anonymously?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there for the jurying process, but like they they called us up, and after you get through believing that it's not real and that it's actually happening, they flew us up, they paid for the hotel, and you just really have to cover for food, and then there's like tuxedo rental and stuff. But yeah,
they've been really good. Well, the reason I asked you that, the reason I asked everybody that is, when John and I do live radio, we catch a lot of flack because people ask me how much he's paying me all the time. Like, well, how much he paid you, Joe? You never push anybody. And I got really behind these guys. After about a year of torturing John, I started getting behind them a bit. Once I found out that it was actually up and up, that it was actually being submitted anonymously, I was very happy to find that out. I was gruff. Once I found out how the process worked, and the judges didn't get any names, what color you are, what sex you are, who the hell you are. They're just judging you by your work. That's such a hard thing to find today in any industry. We work with a lot of different groups, and I've worked with about 14 different publishers. And I don't find it anywhere but here. So I just got behind them. I've been trying to get them a more international audience because we're in 200 countries now. Technically, it's 198 countries and 2 provinces because the UN only recognizes 198 countries. It's actually 201. And so we're pretty much in every country on the planet. Been like that for about 10 years now. So you never know where it's going to go with who shows. And I'm going to tell you this like I tell everybody else. When this started, like when Dave and all of them started, it was 100 million. You had maybe 100 million people you might be able to get your work out to. Today you get 7.5 billion. It's a whole different thing. So I tell people, remember that when you're doing your artwork a lot of times or illustrating. We have a large Chinese audience. We have a huge Russian audience. We have a huge Indian audience. We have a huge Middle Eastern audience. So there's a lot of other people going to be looking at this just besides the everyday Americans or everyday Canadian. We had a lot of Canadians. We had 7 Canadian hosts, by the way. It's kind of strange. I've been trying to get them to submit. Look, I want everybody to submit. I love coming out here, and I think everybody should be. Any parting words, any websites, anybody?
Yeah. I was going to say, speaking of broad audiences out there, you can see my work at Aidin Andrews on Instagram.com and my website aidinandrews.com as well. AIDINANDREWS. That's AIDINANDREWS.com.
Okay, well, you good, man. We keeping them short and sweet. So.
Thank you.